Hello my magical light being and welcome to this video today. My name is Shalita. Welcome to my channel. My channel is all about magical consciousness and today we will be doing a message meant to find you in this present moment. I was actually shuffling my tarot cards over here, but before we do that, before we get the energies going and flowing, I want to let you know this is a general reading, so always use your own discernment with everything that I am sharing. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't behind. If you would like a personal reading, the link for that is down below, my magical mini reading. As well, if you would like to donate to my channel for this message, the link for that is down below as well. So I believe that's everything for today and we're going to get into it. So I personally always love to use the current energies that I am experiencing myself before delivering a message. I know it has something to do with the message I'm meant to deliver. And what I'm feeling is very rebellious and very, I don't give a F about this, that, or the other. I'm gonna set myself free. I'm gonna let go of whatever limitations I thought I had or I put on myself, and I'm gonna let them go. And I'm gonna go my own way. I'm gonna do it my way. That's really what I've been feeling. Definitely today, like I woke up with that feeling of like, F everything, F everyone, whatever they tell me how I should be doing things, I'm gonna do it my way. And I feel like that must be a synchronicity here today with this message, that you might be feeling that too. And as I was shuffling, I had the awakening card here, the judgment card in tarot, which is about up-leveling, which is about a rise out of an old life into a new life, which means you will be shedding layers. To awaken is to awaken out of the old, and the old might had its limitations, and now you're breaking free out of them. You're rising above that which you were. You're rising above what was, and now you're seeing things from a new perspective, or you might realize you want to live life in a different way, and you're going to take different actions from this moment on. So that is the energy. So let's shuffle some more cards, because that was already an overall energy. We have the moon. We will be having a full moon in Sagittarius coming up soon, which will be another video I will be making for that. We have a lot of major arcana going on. We had the High Priestess, we got the World. So whatever you're going through right now is a major we have the freaking Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, major events, major shifts. You're currently undergoing a beautiful big transformation and shift energetically that is allowing you to rise above the old and to let go of the past, because we got the Five of Cups here. To realize that maybe certain things didn't work out in the past, but that doesn't mean that was the end of all the experiences that were still yet to be experienced by you. And now you might realize that I'm ready to move forward, or to move on, or to rise above this and take on a new direction. So let's see, for the beautiful person watching, what is the message that is meant to find them in this present moment, guided by their angels, spirit guides, higher self, God, whatever resonates for you, you know, take how it resonates from the universe. What are they meant to know in this present moment? They're meant to know in this present moment. I'm going to shuffle 3 cards. And then we will get into the message. What we got going on here for your message today. Nose itchy. That always happens when I'm starting to channel a message. So for you today, we have the Page of Wands as the overall energy. So that makes sense with the feeling of this rebellious energy of paving a new path, of going into a new direction, which is spiritually guided, because that's the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands has an idea which was spiritually guided, and you are going into a new path, a new direction, a new course of action. I was even thinking about taking a course or some form of study, but that might be more the Page of Swords, but I still want to put it out there because the Page of Wands is about learning, and it's about learning the lessons of life and being a student of life. And that's what I see here, that currently you're navigating certain earthly experiences and you're the student of this life experience. And the things that you're navigating, I'm literally seeing them in front of me right now. We had a honk of a car. What you're navigating is the mental space and the earthly realm. And how you know this message is for you today is when you're either navigating certain confusement in your mental space, or you feel like things are not happening as fast as you would like them to happen. If that's the case, one of those, then this is your message. So we have the Page of Wands. So passion, new inspiration, new ideas are aligning with you now. Maybe you have felt like ideas were a little bit hard to attain, or you didn't fully feel the passion for your current life experience, or what you were doing or what you were going through might had a little bit more of a darker like maybe you have been navigating a little bit more of the denser emotions or darker thoughts, or just have been feeling a little bit more dense lately. But that is all to come to an end because we got the Page of Wands here. So this does mean that you will go on a new venture because this is the initiator of journeys. So with under that, the Chariot, the determined one, this is about not giving up. This is about persistence, determination, and going forward and to continue on, to keep going. This is as well passion and motivation and inspiration. So this is aligning for you. We have over energies. We got the Star here. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, that's the Ace of Wands. Okay, yeah, definitely a new passionate beginning is aligning for you. And with the Star here, that's just holding hope, having hope that that will happen, in fact. So that just needed to show itself to you. So you do have a message coming to you now that a lot of inspiration and energy is happening for you soon. But maybe right now it feels a little bit more confusing or slow moving, because we have the Two of Swords here, and this to me is to shift your perspective and to focus on the possibility of things instead of how they might not work out. Because with the Two of Swords, this most of the time is that we're weighing out decisions and we're weighing out options that are both basically not coming from the vision of possibility and abundance. They're coming from the vision of lack, of limitation, of what might not work out here. So should I then choose that? But what if that doesn't work out? What do I do then? But instead, what if we focus on what if this works out? And what if that works out? What if both work out? Which one would I want to choose? So if you're currently navigating a decision of some sort, if you should or should not do something, it's important to zoom out for a moment and to realize if you have been trying to make this decision based on a certain lack or limitation in the potential future, or if you're basing this decision on potential abundance in the future, because that's how you know if a decision is for you or not. And that's not to say that if you make a decision from the abundance that you will not feel the fear or that you will not feel uncertain at times, because to choose the path of abundance is to step into the unknown, and the unknown is a scary path because the mind doesn't know all that what will happen if we choose that direction. But what if we continue focusing on the possibility of that it works out, because that is basically best case scenario. Why are we focusing on worst case scenario? So maybe for you now is to realize that, have you been focusing on worst case scenario, or are you being asked to focus on what if this actually works out? What if from now on this starts to pick up? Or what if from this moment on you will receive what you've been looking for? Because definitely with the Chariot here, with the Page of Wands, this is a test. This is this is not a test of the universe, but more to see if you are if you really want this thing that you want, if you really are in it, if you're really certain that this is for you, and that and then what happens is that the things that would have normally got your attention or got you away from this decision start to come up again, just to see if you will choose um, an easier path, if you will choose the shiny objects, those type of things, because not everything that glitters is gold, and maybe you're weighing options between certainty and uncertainty, and um, definitely with the Seven of Pentacles here, I see that as a sign that this has something to do with the material realm. That the material realm that you're currently navigating is causing you to have a slight doubt and a slight, like, mentally might feel a little bit worried or slightly overthinking about if what you're doing is the right course of action, or if what you're doing is working. But when the Seven of Pentacles shows up, it actually is a sign that it is working, because the Seven of Pentacles is about good investments in seeds well planted. So this is a message for you to know that you are on the right path, and that the actions you have been taking are actually actions that have been planting seeds that will grow into something successful, in something that will actually reap rewards. But this is all about patience, because we have the Seven of Patience, that to me is the Seven of Pentacles, is that time frame, that in-between moment of manifesting something physical, is to stay focused on it happening, but to not be overly controlling or overly, like, continuously looking if it is working. And maybe that's what you feel like, that what you're currently going through, you're just really, like, overly look into it or continue thinking about it, like, we have to make this decision. But I'm here to tell you that you don't have to rush any decision right now, because where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be. Because with the Seven of Pentacles, this is basically kind of like a give yourself a moment to look at what you already have done and created, and to then move forward once again, because then you would have the Eight of Pentacles, which is continuing your practice. This is kind of like a moment of pause, but that can cause some worry or doubt, because what if the thing you're currently experiencing is not yet manifesting? Then the mind is like, are we really doing the right thing here? Because we're not yet seeing results. But just because you're not yet seeing the result you had hoped for already doesn't mean it's not working out. Because I as well am really getting this message of nothing is wasted. Like, whatever you have been giving in did not go to waste. And so with the last one, with the Four of Celebration, with the Four of Wands, this is a sign that you are on the right path, and that what you're working on is actually accumulating, like a sense of success, celebration. You will be receiving that what you dream of receiving in this specific scenario, um, which could be hard to see right now, because we do have the Two of Swords with these clouds. Like, it's hard to see through the clouds and to see the sun through the clouds, so to see the silver lining. It's difficult to see that at times, which, that's a part of this life. Sometimes we have to go through these it's not tests, but phases or experiences or lessons, so to say, that we learn to know that sometimes we don't know, and sometimes we're not meant to know. Sometimes we just need to trust, and we need to continue on, even if we don't yet see any sign of it working out, but to know that it is actually working out with the Four of Wands here. This is a coming together. It's coming together. And I think that's important for you to know right now, is that it is actually all coming together. Like, every single step that you have been taking, and even what you're experiencing right now, is part of the process of this all coming together for you to experience your desired manifestation. So we're going to get some oracle cards, some guidance cards with these messages. Let's see. So I didn't know if I actually said that, but the Two of Swords for me is the Two of Remembering. But that's basically what I explained, is to remember to realize that, are we focusing on the lack of it, or are we focusing on the abundance of that what we're overthinking about? So that what we're trying to weigh options with. Look at that. We got the coin, divine investing, manifesting. Physical manifestation is very close. Look at that. Look at what I said with the Seven of Pentacles. The creative energy you give out will come back tenfold. This is what I was saying. Nothing is wasted. And then we have outer space. Unknown knowing. Number 7. 7 of Pentacles. Makes sense. What would love do? And we as well had the Chariot, which is as well 7. So maybe the number 777 is significant. What would love do? Come back to yourself. You know what you desire most, and that's definitely speaking on the 2 of swords here, because this is about remembering and what would love tell you instead of what the fear is might be whispering in your ear. We as well have luck, Jupiter energy, and I said we will have a full moon in Sagittarius, which is connected to Jupiter. And maybe the shift in planets right now, whatever is happening with Jupiter, is as well prosperous. So let's see. Ooh, they're flying out. So I'm gonna get one more. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Beautiful. So the overall energy is lavender, pineal activations, third eye activations, sound. Trust your psychic senses. You know what steps to take. Feeling at peace is the sign. So the moment you know you have made the right decision is when you feel at peace. Any decision that making you feel yet still uncertain or still worried or still like when you still feel that you have not yet actually come to the conclusion, come to the truth of the matter. So when you feel at peace, in that moment you are connected to the truth of the matter. So lavender, you might want to work with lavender because lavender is very calming, very relaxing. So let's see what we have here today. I love this. So we have the roots, number 3, graceful mastery. You can overcome anything. Mastering earth lessons. Yep, you're safe within your being. I said it. You're currently navigating certain earth lessons. Really, this physical realm, you're navigating the physical realm as a spiritual being. Sometimes it's challenging, sometimes it's confusing, sometimes you're like, what the actual freak is going on? I have all these thoughts, I have all these feelings, it's clouding my judgment, it's clouding my vision. I don't know what to do anymore. And then what we need to do is come back to the present moment, to ground, to relax, to just realize that where we are right now is perfectly fine and that you're safe within your being, that wherever you are right now is that you're safe, because we actually feel not safe by the thoughts that we have been thinking. We have been kind of making ourselves afraid. We have kind of like made ourselves believe that we should do something. Well, we don't actually have to do anything. We just got to come back to this present moment and realize that where we are right now is perfect. So you can overcome anything. You can overcome whatever current lesson you're going through, if it's mentally, emotionally, something physically going on, a certain decision you have to make. You are able to navigate this and you are able to make the right decision for you that is in connection with your heart. And then the roots, grounding, but as well you are rooting, and that I find very connected to the 7 of Pentacles. This is about you growing stronger, and that whatever you have already put the effort in, like even if it's healing, that you are actually growing your own roots of healing, that you're mastering certain embodiments. And then we have the cup. Gentle responsibility, awareness. To give is to receive from yourself. Take good care of your energy field. Love is yours to hold. So this is a sign that you should take care of your own cup, to fill your own cup first before you give out. If you feel drained, if you feel tired, if you feel like you cannot give, then it's time to give to yourself and take a moment to take care of yourself, to drink a nice cup of tea or coffee, or to connect with the element of water as well. Love is yours to hold. Love is within you now. And anything else here? Awareness. Yeah, this is about coming back to what is true for you, and to boldly embrace it. And then we have the beaver. So maybe that's an animal spirit that is guiding you in this very moment. The beaver, building momentum, confidence. Keep putting in your effort. Success is who you are. Your presence is of great value. So when the beaver shows up, this is a sign, once again, connected to determination of continuing on the path. So keep going. If you thought of giving up, today is not the day. Today is the day to yet give yourself some grace, some peace, a moment with yourself to just calm down, relax, take care of your own energy, and when you're ready, take another step forward instead of taking yourself fully out of the equation, because you just you are building momentum. You just need to continue and to keep going, to keep putting in your effort, because success is who you are. If you desire a certain outcome, a certain successful outcome to something that you're experiencing, it means for you to embrace that success and to embody the success right now already. So I want to see one more thing, which is another animal that's guiding you right now. The turtle, obviously. Slow and steady wins the race. And then we have the deer coming through. So that's definitely the compassion, the grace, feminine energy, gentleness. Be gentle with yourself. This earth, life on this earth, it's tough. So be gentle with yourself as you are navigating and going through whatever you're going through. Let's see what animal is guiding the lovely person watching. What animal is guiding beautiful viewer? Swan. Yeah, that makes sense. Starfish. Let's see. And the mouse. So we have oysters. This is all about the energy coming back to the beginning. This is about embracing your uniqueness, to be bold, to be brave, to pave your own path. And let's see what we got here. So these could be synchronicities for you. So we got the swan here, and this is reminding me of the mirror. So what might be reflected to you in your current experience? What might this be showing you, trying to teach you? Because there is something to be taught and learned here in this current moment in time. But to know that you can allow yourself to be very graceful and kind with yourself, to choose ease and to choose peace. And as well, what I'm hearing is to move forward when you are ready, because you don't have to force yourself. You don't have to push yourself forward. Just move forward, take the next step when you feel that you are capable of doing so. But not to wait too long, because then it only gets more challenging. And then we have the starfish. This is about opportunity, possibility, multiple ideas. So I feel like you are currently aligning with receiving more inspiration and ideas, and as well to focus less on the physical situation, but to focus more inward and to focus more on how you feel instead of how everything looks. That's something that's coming through, and maybe you have a lot of different opportunities coming to you and you're kind of seeing what path you would like to choose, but choose the one that feels true to your heart. And then we have the mouse. So this is very important to not focus so much on the details, because that can get overwhelming. But at the same time, the mouse, I think this is so cute. But with the mouse and then this card of the dark and the stars, I am hearing the message to follow your inspiration, to follow your inner guidance, and to continue choosing your highest excitement, and to not let the small details get in the way of moving forward, and to not, like, this is a really random symbolic thing that I'm getting, but it's like, what you're actually meant to be doing right now is to stop and smell the roses, but instead you're stopping and like looking at the details of things that are bothering you and are overwhelming you and you're only getting more overwhelmed, and there's no need to do so. It's time to stop and smell the roses instead. The roses that you have created, that you have grown in your garden, because that's the symbolic energy here. So instead of focusing so much on what didn't work out or what isn't working out, what actually has worked out, and to be grateful for it and to appreciate yourself for your hard efforts that you already have put in. And then obviously, if certain things don't work out or they're not going the way you want them, like how could we shift this? How could we look at this from a different perspective? Because the mouse could be very, very, very zoomed in. So you're meant to zoom out and to kind of look at things from a higher perspective here. So that was your message for today. Let me know how that resonated. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you a beautiful, magical day today.